Kendrick popped out in LA at the Kenny and Friends concert, drove Drake fans insane, and became king all in one night.
We don't want to hear you say.
What up, world? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you keep sending them cash apps. We appreciate it. Guess what, gang? Kenny is a king, bruh. Dead ass. I don't know who don't know it at this point. Kendrick is a king, and I know some of y'all don't like to hear that. The problem of the matter is, and I'm gonna do a series of videos on this battle, the closing of this battle, because this battle is over. You're gonna get a couple little shots here and there from Drake and little shots from Kenny. This battle is over. Actually, no one wants to see this go any further, but let's just be honest. This pop out, probably one of the greatest events in hip hop. I want you to find a better event, a bigger event, a more spectacular event with so much innuendo and so much nuance to it. So many guys that was on this side actually went to that side and were dancing on stage on this man's grave. A lot of rappers that were on the bubble trying to be politically correct ended up in the audience. You got Kanye West's daughter there. You know what I'm saying? You got Tyler there. You got people performing. Basically, at this point, the way this thing is set up, if you were on that stage, you're against Drake at this point. And that's not what that meant, honestly. That's not what it meant. End of the day, I want to peel this back and decide to where this actually went. Because the Drake fans are in complete and disarray and utter shambles. These guys have not let up since Not Like Us has dropped, which gotta be a good month ago or more. These guys have not let up trying to win a battle that has been finished. This battle was over the exact same night the Heart Part 6 dropped. The battle was over at the exact moment when he dropped that record. Because when he dropped the record, it got more dislikes than likes, and the entire community said this ain't it, except for his fans, right? I thought it was a good record, but it wasn't good enough. They didn't believe it. They didn't believe it. A lot of stuff in it turned out to be not true. And when we realized that he was lying about feeding them information, the battle was over. So the simple fact of the matter is, this battle been over, but the fans haven't let it go. I don't know if you know of the story of the Civil War. And when the North defeated the South in the Civil War, which was over slavery, by the way. But the literal definition of that war was they wanted to keep slavery. Bottom line, they got a bunch of other reasons they're going to throw at you, but the South wanted to keep slavery in play. And the North was like, we're not doing that. We're going a different direction. For better or worse, as many reasons, but that was the reason, the main one. Now, when that fight ended, a lot of people in the South refused to believe it. It took a long time to get a lot of those Southerners to put down the guns and say the war was over. The fight was lost. The fight was lost. We've lost. We will succeed. We will succeed. We are done. It's over. Send us the new rules of the land, and we will have to abide by them. Of course, we're going to not abide by them, but we're going to pretend like we will, right? Drake fans are the South in this scenario. They are holding guns. They are holed up in cabins, on their phones, typing the most heinous of comments on everybody's post. They're screenshotting from this event, trying to find any angle to bring it down. The problem with hip hop is we have zero unity. It can't just be a battle versus Kendrick and Drake. It's a battle versus the entire fandom of Drake versus everybody who doesn't agree with them. There is no middle ground with these people. It is the saddest thing ever. They're still going at it. They're still trying to make lies be true. They're still trying to put Kenny down. Even academics is like, oh, he put all them dudes on stage for one night. But what does this do for their careers? You got a 3-minute set from Kendrick who's gonna ghost again in 3 days. Drake has a whole radio station that he's putting you guys on. J. Cole does the J. Cole Fest every year. He does the Dreamville Fest and puts guys on, puts new talent. What does Kenny do? you're still looking at the wrong thing. And this is why Drake fans will never get it. I'm about to give you brutal honesty, bro. I've been trying to be mad, like, correct or like fair. But I'm doing you a disservice by being so fair, because I'm letting you believe things that don't exist. I'm letting you off the hook so your feelings are really hurt, or so you walk away feeling like, okay, that wasn't so bad. He was being fair to us and Drake. But I'm just going to be brutally honest. And sometimes brutal honesty is fair, but it's brutal. Drake was going to always lose this battle. There was no chance Drake had of winning this battle. Kendrick could have came out with Scooby-Doo-Boop. They would have found a way to say Drake lost the battle. Kendrick could have almost said next to nothing and Drake would have lost his battle. The reason Drake was going to always lose this battle to Kendrick is because the culture is not in line with Drake. Let's peel back the layers of what we see when we see Drake. Drake is from Canada. There is no strong foothold of hip-hop in Canada. I'm just going to be honest. Hip-hop is there. They got a lot of rappers. They got a big scene of Canadian rappers. Now, if Drake did a pop-out in Canada, right, and brought out all of the Canadian rappers, yeah, it'd be a lot of dudes there. What's their name? What's the name of them? Who's that guy? Who's this guy? They're not known nationally. They're not known nationally. There is no way that Drake would be able to accomplish what Kenny accomplished for the culture, even if he did his best. The reason that this battle was never going to be close is because a lot of people just don't like Drake. And you're going to say, well, why they don't like him? Because he's successful. Let's talk about Drake's success. Drake is successful because of the cosigns he was given by people in the culture that are already successful. Let's count them. Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj after him, but Nicki Minaj. What's the guy from Mob Ties, right? A lot of these guys have co-signed. You can name them better than me. It's a whole bunch of guys that co-signed them out of Atlanta, right? We have seen Drake do features with some of the most hood and respected rappers in the business. Not because he's hood and respected, because they're hood and respected. So the more of those, when he finds these guys like the Migos and this and that and snatches them up, they become inside of his lexicon. Now he's aligned with another hood crew, and now he looks hood. When you peel back the layers, it's The Game and all these different artists, right, that bring Drake to their city because Drake is a big artist. They bring Drake to their city, show him mad love. Now they can piggyback off of his love. But his love is not diverged in the culture. Drake's love is a pop love. Yeah, the hood likes Drake songs. The hood, you can put on a bunch of Drake songs. They're gonna rock out in the hood. But it's a difference between the hood loving you and the hood liking a few of your songs. DMX could be anywhere in any hood, dolo, no one's gonna touch him. Right? Tupac could be anywhere. No one's going to touch him if he was alive. Scarface. I can go on and on and on. Of rappers who just for their rap and their hood rep, the Locks, Jadakiss, Joel Santana. It's a lot of people. They're not getting touched for the most part in most hoods. They're going to get mad love. Just off the strength of the hood loving that person. Now, I'm not saying Drake is not going to get love, but they're going to love Drake for what he can do for him. What kind of bag can I get out of this dude? Let me get a feature. Let me get something out of you. They're trying to shake him. I'm just being honest. So the simple fact, this battle was about the culture. Now, while you're going to say, Charles, Drake got #1 record. None of that shit matters, dog. I'm talking about in the culture. Why do you think that the biggest selling rappers are not the ones that the culture say are the best rappers? MC Hammer sold more records than most of these guys have ever seen in their life. No one says MC Hammer's in my top 10. Vanilla Ice sold more records than most of you guys will ever hear about in your life. No one says Vanilla Ice is in my top 10. Flow Rider sells big units. Who has Flow Rider in their top 10 of rappers? I'm gonna wait for you to tell me. Pitbull. I'm trying to get you to understand that these record sales, when you go commercial and you make big pop ballads, you're going to sell units. But when hip hop comes calling and the culture says it's time to choose somebody who really rocking with us or they rocking with the pop crowd, we're going to choose the guy that's really rocking with us. The guy that made We Gonna Be All Right. Right? I'm just going to be honest. The guy that has never been accused of getting someone to write his music. I'm just being a buck with you. There's a whole disconnect between what Drake stands for and what Kendrick stands for. Kendrick did the pop out, brought everybody from the hood on stage with him and took a picture with him. Because he knows the hood is what makes him who he is. That's where he's from. And only Kendrick would have done that. He had Bloods and Crips. He had different people from different sets up on that stage, and ain't nobody do nothing to nobody because they respect that man. Drake could not have done that. Drake would have picked dudes because of how they record sales look and how big they are in the game right now. He would have never done that. It would have been all political. It would have been all, oh, he moving, he's shaking. This guy ain't got nothing going on. Kendrick picked you because you was big on the West, no matter what year it was. Anybody that's of some status was on that stage with Kendrick that night. It was a beautiful event. I feel like what we saw was the community saying, we stand with this guy because he stands with us. I'm going to do another video about why this battle even started in the first place and how dumb it was to even begin this battle that we had to witness in this way. But that's another video. I'm going to do another video. But this pop-up, first of all, it was a beautiful show. I saw it was dope. I ain't even finished watching the whole thing yet, but I saw most of it. And when I saw him doing Not Like Us, it gives you chills, bro. Every single song that he did, when that crowd kicked in, it gave you chills. But that's what music is supposed to do. You're supposed to be feeling something. The reason that these Drake fans are in shambles, because they know they gotta protect and defend this man because he is not doing it himself. He can't do it himself. He's not capable. We already saw he didn't know how to respond. He didn't know how to respond to Not Like Us. He didn't know how to respond to none of that stuff. He's so frazzled by it. He dropped Family Matters, made a whole video crushing the car, He did all that, dropped it, and this guy, bang. He didn't even let it breathe. And instead of getting in war mode, figuring out, oh, snap, I got to go back in. No. He fell back and let Kendrick get the shine. Because he took so long trying to figure out. He thinks he's playing chess. Dude, you're playing a whole different game. Kendrick playing some other game. This ain't even chess no more. Because you playing by chess. He's making up new rules, bro. This ain't even got no rules. He recording 9, 10 tracks. And waiting for you to drop so he can drop the next one. This has never been done. You don't even understand what's happening. You need defending. Your fans needed to jump out and start making these wild-eyed claims of bots and all of this stuff about his wife and all these other things. It is the saddest, weirdest shit I've ever seen. And I'm watching it. And these guys will attack you attack your family. They like, what's my guy in Back to the Future? The damn professor, right? Just wild-eyed and just insane. These guys, they won't take a breath. They just online all day with the phone, non-stop coming at people for no reason. And I'm like, bro, the battle's over, dog. Kimosabi, the battle's over. It's okay to lose. Rappers have lost. Rappers have lost. LL has lost a battle. People lose. Jay-Z has lost a battle. It's okay. These guys are like life or death. I'm going to stand by this guy. I'm going to destroy this guy's character. Oh, it's nothing but whites and Mexicans in the crowd. They're scanning the crowd, looking for something to disrespect. Academics had to get his own page. He had the other page that he got, Academics TV, is ran by someone else who's an over-the-top, overzealous Drake supporter. This over-the-top Drake supporter posted that Kendrick's wife wasn't there at the show. Academics is streaming live and saw that and had to go and see for himself that, yes, she was there. He was live. He said, yo, I don't know who's posted this on my page, but y'all got to take this down because this is not true. She is there. She's there. So these guys are in such a frenzy to just say anything to discredit Kendrick that they're saying they can't even keep up with the lies no more. They had to think about, oh, Kendrick has been proven to have bots. He used bots. They got the bot creator. He's the bot creator. And it was 100, I don't know how many thousands of $50,000 payment or whatever it was to a bot creator. And he ran up all the numbers on the video. So he puts the screenshot up of the payment and it has an LLC attached. People went, LLCs are public. People went and search for the LLC. It don't exist. So it's literally, we've been seeing lie after lie after lie for weeks by the insane, enraged Drake fans who can't let this go. Let me give y'all a piece of advice. It's okay. Drake has already moved on. I guarantee you Drake is recording something else unrelated to this battle. There will be no more disses from Drake. I think you guys got to understand that this is just a rap battle. A dude told me last night, oh, I'm a big Kendrick fan, but Kendrick's biggest legacy now is going to be a hater. I was like, why is he a hater? He was in a rap battle. You guys have never called nobody else a hater. Tupac battled. He wasn't labeled a hater. LL battled. He wasn't labeled a hater. Common battled. He wasn't labeled a hater. But somehow, some way, Kendrick is a hater because he defended himself in the battle. Drake been poking this dude for 10 years with subliminals. Right? But somehow he's the hater. Let me just break this down in a nutshell. Kendrick is a king right now. He is a king of LA. He proved it that night. This dude made a deal with Amazon. He's making more money than he has in his life. And people are like, oh, he can thank Drake. Well, thank you, Drake. You stepped your ass out there and got a foot in your ass. You're welcome. They want to steal a piece of Kendrick's moment by saying, oh, if it wasn't for Drake, he ain't got to thank Drake for shit. Drake asked for it, he got it. It's that simple. So we're not going to take nothing from K-Dot because he did a better job at what Drake thought he was going to do. Drake been riding back to back for how many ever years that he been writing it. But he never beat a lyricist. So now he beat a dude that had a bigger stick. And it wasn't no ha he, you're going to back me. Oh, is that your world tour, your girl tour? Ha. Oh, yeah? Yeah. You a freaking asshole. How about that? Now let me see what you're going to say. You're a pedo. Now what? And see, the problem with this, and I'm going to keep this sweet and short. Drake doesn't understand that he takes this too serious. The Hard Part 6 exposed Drake for taking this too serious. This was never supposed to be that serious. Even if no matter what he called you, it's a battle, he's going to call you things. If you ever watch a rap battle, the other dude just stands there like this. He looks away. He looks down. He mumbles a little bit to himself. He turns his back. He turns around. He ignores you until it's his turn. And then he spits some most heinous, obnoxious stuff back to you. Tries to cut your head off with his verse, unbothered about what you said to him. Drake was bothered about everything that was said to him, and that's why he lost. He's way too sensitive to do these battles. He should never battle again. We just saw Kendrick pull up, show that he's the king of this, knock a couple more people out of the top 5, and expose some dudes. I'm going to leave it at this. Kendrick is now probably one of the greatest MCs that ever rapped. And the only reason you could say he's not is because literally you're 1, a Drake fan, and probably 2, I'm just going to be honest, low-key hating. Because even you name any MC you going to name, I would love to see them match up to Kendrick in any kind of way. Whoever it is. I welcome it. I'm waiting in the comments. You're going to tell me, do it. Black Thought, Cannabis, LL, Prodigy, Jada Kiss, Styles P. Do it in the comments. We can have a conversation. Nas, all of them. Put them in there. Then tell me why he's not great. It's up to you to tell me why Kendrick's not great. CLBMG, make sure you head over there. Go to black-yeti.com. Check out the THC products, the flowers, the candy, the moonshine. A whole bunch of good stuff over there. Make sure you go over to CLBMG Network. We got the What Show every Wednesday night popping off live. And we got the, I do Talking Facts right on my Charles Brown channel. It's a lot going on, bro. Make sure you tap in. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side piece.
Elevate your mind with high-quality THC-infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.